and welcome to the Corona Yoga Challenge, and today is day 56. And did you know that we have the 4th highest cases in the world and the 2nd highest death rate? No, that's all I'm going to say. That's it. Do check my website for health issues, other videos and how to look after yourself. I do subscribe if you want to get the videos via email to check when they're up. And if you want to bring yourself onto your bottom, so you're going to just be sitting to start with. So from a comfortable sitting position, you're just going to start to draw up and back. So you're going to draw your tummy up and towards your thighs and then back and away. We're going to do this a couple of times. You start gently thinking about the back of the waist, and then when you feel like you've warmed up a little bit more, working to the shoulders and the upper back. So we're getting a slightly deeper movement for the spine, and then you can think about the head coming down as well. So we're thinking about all the way up through the spine, so from the back of the waist, the back of the shoulders, back of the neck, and into the head. And you're just rolling back and forth on your sit bones so that you've got a nice movement going through the spine. And then if you bring yourself to just sitting and comfortable, you're going to take your hands onto the floor, and they're going to be just behind your hips so that you can rest your hands down, but you can gently lift your back of the waist away from the floor, so we're getting a little bit of an arching of the spine. So just make sure that you're comfortable here. Your hands can be higher up if it's better for you. You're going to release the back of your waist down towards the floor again, so rounding the back, drawing the tummy back towards the floor, and then coming back up again. Same thing, a gentle lift up and through the collarbones, and then back to neutral. You're going to take your feet closer in towards you, so take them so that they are a little bit away from you, because what we're going to do is we're going to come up into crab pose, and we're going to try and find a position so that when you come up, your knees are more or less over your ankles. So you just need to experiment a little bit, because you don't want the feet too far away, or the feet too close in. We'll end up with all sorts of weird shapes. So think about the feet just being a fair distance away from you, so that when you come up, you press into the hands, lift up with the hips, gently lift through the tummy, and you can let your head come in line with your spine so it feels nice and easy for the back of the neck. And then remember to gently press into the hands to lift through the chest. And then bring your hips down to the floor. You're going to let your feet come away from you a little, curl forwards over your legs. So soft back and breathing into the back of your lungs. And then bringing yourself back up. Again, you're going to take your hands onto the floor beside you or behind you, so that the fingers are pointing in towards you if it's comfy. And then from here, press into the hands, lift up with the hips, get a gentle feeling of support from the hips and the thighs. Allow the head to come in line, stretch down through the hands, and then slide down with your hips. Again, feet come a little bit away from you and fold forwards. And then bring yourself up to sitting so that you're nice and comfortable here. We're going to come up and into standing from here. So if you want to bring yourself in through a forward bend, so a little bit of a stretch through the legs, and then bend through the knees, lift up through the tummy, all the way up through the hands, come all the way up and overhead, and then hands come down to your heart. So we're going to do a version of triangle pose from here, or it's a very loose version of triangle pose. So you're going to start with feet just comfortably standing. You're going to bend one knee, and you're going to let yourself fold forwards. So you're keeping one leg straight, one leg bent, and then you're just letting your hand come down towards the floor. Do you know what? I'm thinking I should do this the other way so you can see easily. Now I'm getting myself confused. I'm trying to do this so that you can see easily, but I can't work it out. My head cannot do it. So you're just going to take your hand onto the bent leg. Free hand's going to come all the way up and out. So you're just going to extend round through the chest, round through the ribcage. You're going to bring your hands back on your legs. Both knees are going to be a little bit bent. And then straighten the other leg. So your hand is staying on your bent leg. And then the other hand is extending out and round. You're going to bring yourself back to both feet on the floor or both knees a little bit bent. And then you're going to come to your first side again. So just ease out a bit so you can get that comfortable lifting out for you. And then bring yourself back and then to the other side. Back to hands onto your legs, bend through the knees, lift up through the pelvic floor, up through the tummy to bring yourself up and to standing. And then we're going to come onto the floor to do a lying twist. So if you want to bring yourself to lying onto your back, you're going to have your balls of the feet on the floor, knees are lengthening up, arms are going to be wide, and you're going to take your knees or your legs a little bit far away from one another, so wider than hip width apart. From here, you're just going to let both knees roll over to one side, but remember you're keeping contact with the balls of the feet on the floor, so you're rolling over the balls of the feet to let the knees come down. And remember the knees come down to wherever your body would like them to move to. You're going to lift your knees back up to the centre and then easily over to the opposite side. Same thing, just allow the legs to extend round. You're going to bring your knees back into the centre, so we're rolling across the balls of the feet to let the knees ease down and the spine's just flowing through with the movement. And when you're lying, you can just get that lovely feeling of being able to expand into your lungs. Bring your knees up to the centre and to your second side. So same thing, just ease out. Get that lovely feeling a little bit like you're on holiday in the sun. And then bring your knees back to the centre. And if you bring your knees over your chest for a moment, so you're just going to draw your knees in towards you to lengthen out through the tailbone. And then if you bring yourself round and to sitting. So you're just going to bring yourself to sitting. Do take a block so that the back of your body can lengthen up and you can get that feeling of openness. And then we're going to do a little bit of breathing. So you're just going to imagine that as you breathe in, that the whole of your body can expand and widen. And as you breathe out, the physical body, the whole of the physical body can get a little bit smaller, but there's a part of you that gets bigger as the physical body gets smaller. So inhaling, the physical body expands. Exhaling, the physical body gets smaller. Inhaling, the physical body expands. Exhaling, a part of you gets bigger, even though the physical body gets smaller. And again. So my challenge for you today, my challenge is for you to do a little bit of meditation where you just watch your breathing and notice how it moves around your body. So just watching how you inhale and how you exhale. So looking for the quality of the breath, the speed of your breath, where in your body you physically feel like you're breathing, and where you feel that sense of energy moving with your breath as well. So that's my challenge if you're wanting one. And my quote for today is from Ram Dass. Your problem is you're too busy holding on to your unworthiness. Your problem is you're too busy holding on to your unworthiness. So a nice thought from Ram Dass for your day. Hope you have a good or good enough day. Thank you.